Good morning, my name is Clara and I attend Rich Hill Methodist Church. This week we have been looking at the Christian virtue of graciousness and about being gracious. And today our reflection is about being gracious in the way in which we speak. So what is gracious speech? Well, it lacks grumbling and sarcasm, it is void of profanity, it pays sincere compliments readily, it is encouraging, its focus is on the welfare of others. It flows from a mind that is consciously thinking of the right and a good thing to say. It flows from a heart that truly cares to honour God and to respect one's neighbour. For Christians, it is so vital that we keep our hearts pure in the things of God's Spirit and pray continually for His grace, goodness and gentleness to reside within us and to fill us. So easily we can slip into speech that is tinged with complaining, mocking, sarcasm and condemnation. We should pray that God grant us an awareness of how these things we say and the words that we use may be heard by others. Several weeks ago in the Thought for Today, we heard some good advice based on the word think. To think before we speak. T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? K, is it kind? Another illustration of this is that of salt. In Colossians chapter 4, verse 6, it says, "Let your conversation always be full of grace and seasoned with salt." So what does that mean? Well, salt preserves, salt cleans, salt enhances, salt purifies. Speaking with grace does not tear another down, but preserves a relationship and builds others up. Speaking with grace softens words and enhances the impact on those we are speaking to. Speaking in grace does not condemn another or put another on the defensive. So for our speech to be gracious and seasoned with salt, our words should express tolerance, thankfulness and kindness. I love to cook, and seasoning is a vital ingredient to any dish that you might make. Steak, pasta, eggs. They all need the appropriate mix of seasoning to please a person's palate. One thing that can cause a dish to be a disappointment is for it to not have enough salt. If you watch any cooking show, you will see that the cook will add salt to everything from pasta water to salads. You just can't go wrong with a pinch of salt. Have you ever been to someone's home before where they have made a meal and you've been surprised that you've actually liked it? Because maybe they've prepared something that you really haven't cared for before. But to be polite, you've tried it and you find it to be really quite tasty because it has been seasoned in a way that makes the dish so much more palatable than what your previous experience may have been. Our conversations with others should be the same way. We don't always know people's backgrounds or their experiences, their likes or their dislikes. They may have maybe had an encounter with the gospel when it was presented in an aggressive or a harsh way. Or maybe they have a past that would cause them to be hesitant to listen. At times we can also find it difficult to keep our emotions in check. When we get hurt, we can lash out in anger. We've been treated unfairly, so we can retaliate with harsh words. We get frustrated, so we blurt out demeaning words. We are all guilty of doing this, yet the scriptures say that it shouldn't be so. So let us ask ourselves today, how tasteful are our words? Let us season our words today with truth, love and kindness, so that we may reflect the grace of God to others and point them towards His unfailing grace. Have a lovely day.